Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to F0X, where we're playing Time Attack for the first time. The reason why we're playing it so late in the project is because I am taking on the staff ghosts. And because that is pretty advanced business, I thought it was only suiting to do it pretty late in the project. King Cup and Joker Cup are up today, after taking on the Jack Cup with me winning half of the tracks. And the Queen Cup, where something similar happened. We are equal when it comes to me versus the staff ghosts. We are going to continue with that today. Unlike the previous video, I actually am going to change something up. I actually looked up my best balance settings beforehand this time, so I don't have to go cutting in between the tracks. Which was a little bit annoying during editing, so... This way it should also work. Let's get started. Mr. Blood Falcon. It should be a pretty easy track. I can remember actually when I usually play pretty casually. Even then I'm usually already able to beat the staff ghost here, so... If I'm not even trying and then I'm already able to do it, then today should be a piece of cake. Only problem is I'm going to give myself only one true chance, so... If I start screwing up majorly, then I might still end up losing. This is definitely a track where I'm not really afraid of. Though the difference is quite small, I see. I'm still in the lead. Not by a lot. Does not have to be, as long as I'm in the lead at the end of the race. And then I'm satisfied. Get this dash plate. Take no chance. Let's do this turn normally. With normally I mean double tapping. Looky what we have here. I am in the lead for the first time. After the previous episode, where I did not lead a single time after all of the races, and this time around I'm taking the lead in the first track. Not a surprise, I did not really fear Firefield like I said. The Zig-Zag jump is a pretty easy track. I can't really say the same about the second one. Wavy roads. So let's go switch up our slider. After doing some more research I actually found out there's absolutely no difference between the Night Thunder and the Bloodhawk. When sliding with them, they are perfectly the same, so... My paranoia over the Bloodhawk can actually go put to waste, because the Night Thunder is apparently just as good. The problem is actually me. No matter which of these two I'm actually playing with, I'm just not good enough at the sliding in this track. Even though I don't think I'm doing a poor job. After doing a bit of practice runs, I actually found out this track I can do pretty decently, but for some reason the staff goes just way faster than me. Therefore I'm not counting on actually beating him here today, with the camera going, actually counting towards the contest I'm holding here, me versus the staff ghost. Okay, that went pretty nicely. And yet I'm still 2 seconds behind this guy. Whoever the guy was who actually raced this staff ghost at Nintendo, kudos, because that's actual true sliding you're doing here. Way better than what I can do. Emphasis on the way better. No, dirt. Yeah, I'm going to get beat pretty badly here. Got my lead after a zigzag jump, but it looks like I can't build it out. Going to be equal once again. Safe to say I did not stand a chance here. And in all honesty I did not do too bad, so... I can't really blame myself. I think the staff ghost is just really tight here. It's a really good time they have here. Yeah, I even beat my own time with 6 seconds, so... You can't really say it was my fault. Let's move on to the third one. Double Somersault. The awesome double tap dive track. So give me a pretty decent jumper. We're doing jumping after all on this track, so But also the max speed setting is going to get abused to the fullest, of course. This track should be doable. The Staff Ghost is using the ultimate, no, not slider, jumper of course. I wanted to say slider. Yeah, the more technical the tracks become, and therefore having more turns, the bigger the chance you're going to meet up with slider Staff Ghosts. This one definitely still a jumper track, I feel. And the part where you're going to want to benefit the most is definitely right over here. Jump! Double tap! Obviously the Staff Ghost also jumps. But I don't think he's double tapping. I think that's a technique that got discovered late. Relatively late, with that I mean. After the game already released. And therefore the Staff Ghost is not able to actually perform it. But the fact that you can actually increase your speed by double tapping while jumping, that is something that got discovered after the game already released, so... Yeah, as you can see, the Staff Ghost clearly also jumped, but my jump was faster, because I gained up on him again. That should give me the victory in this case. No, let's not slide. This is not the Bloodhawk, so... With one more boost. Let's start jumping. Okay, not a perfect jump, but good enough. We win! 8 against 7. Almost 2,000 kilometers per hour in max speed. I should just try again in order to make sure I reach that. But no matter, there's going to be a track later on where we can easily reach it, hopefully. Also in this cup, by the way. But first, another pretty dang difficult track. I found out in practicing this one is not going to be easy. So, let's go pick ourselves Mr. Bloodhawk again. Don't mind me if I actually don't start explaining Blood Falcon's story quite yet. I've actually done some calculations in between the episodes and I found out in order to keep on using new machines in the Grand Prix, the upcoming Grand Prix still coming. 7 more to do, of course. I still need to use a couple of machines that I'm using here. The Twin Rita, the Bloodhawk and the Hyperspeeder are of course the new machines we're seeing in this Time Attack episodes. However, 2 of them I also need to use in Grand Prix mode still, I found out. And I think I'll use the Bloodhawk for that as well. One of the more awesome machines, and also one of the more awesome characters. He obviously is. Oh! Not quite the way I planned. But I lived and did not waste too much time, so... Still make up for that. Yeah, this is the kind of track where I actually feel the Staff Ghost is not really that unbeatable. I'm just not good enough at sliding in this track. This track is way too difficult to actually keep your turns. Starting the slide is not that difficult, but actually making sure you keep enough health in order to still be able to boost. That is usually where the trouble begins here. Okay, we've made it. Oh wow! Did I really lose by 3 seconds? What the hell? Not too sure why the difference was so big, but apparently I was really bad here today. Man. Luckily, Whiteland 2 is coming up next, the half-pipe. This is another track where I don't doubt I'm going to win. So let's go pick the ultimate slider, because this track does not need a whole lot of turning. And therefore I feel confident with the Twin Norita again. And I also feel confident with my double tapping. And yes, that is also a technique that got discovered later, and therefore this Staff Ghost is not making use of it. And I can actually cream this guy. So while we're busy doing that, I can actually start talking about the story of Gomer and Shio, because the Twin Rita we're probably going to see for the last time in Time Attack mode. Therefore I need to cover their story, like we do with all of the characters. Gomar and Shio are actually supposed to be characters from a different planet. It actually has some sort of cultural thing where people always live in pairs. That's the whole reason why there are two of them. They decided to actually become an F-Zero pilot. Because of the customs on their planet, both of them had to become F-Zero pilots. And that's why they have this duo machine. No matter what they do all the things together. Racing, eating, sleeping, brushing their teeth, stuff like that. That's basically their deal. Not a very important story. The most important thing is that I can actually talk about it while double tapping my way through the half pipe and getting a time under a minute, making a trash heap out of the staff ghost. And I'm allowed to do so because the last track he actually made a trash heap out of me, so we are going to get into the lead again because of it. Now let's go see if we can finally build out that lead for the first time. We are going to play Jumps of Doom. And I think I'm gonna go for the hyperspeeder. I could go for a slider here. There's a lot of turns in this track after all, so... But I think because of the jumps in this track, I feel more confident with a machine that's actually in control the whole time. Because sliding does make it go fast. Oh, and the staff ghost is also the hyperspeeder. Awesome. However, I think I can actually beat you. I should be able to. This is the kind of track where I feel my skill level is good enough for it. Red Canyon 2. Silence 2. That's not really my kind of thing. This one I should be able to get. I'm starting off with a higher max speed setting than the staff ghost, it looks like. But from the straightaways I'm actually able to gain up on him. He has more acceleration than me. So if I don't screw up my turns and double tap perfectly, I should be able to keep up a higher speed than this guy. And there I almost went. Yeah, there we go. 1 second of the difference. Yeah, this should be fine. Now let's make sure I don't make any major mistakes. For the first time in this little contest, I should be in the lead by 2 points. No longer 1 point. Oh! Okay, let's continue. I'm still in the lead, so no reason to actually reset because of it. Yeah, I can still win. Okay. There we go. 10 against 8. The tracks are becoming more technical, and that is actually benefiting me. Not by a whole lot, because I did make a mistake twice, in all honesty. But as long as I beat the staff ghost, I'm not going to care about that. I only care about stuff like that if I end up losing because of it. But I didn't, so let's move on to Psychedelic Experience. And for this one, I also like to try to go for a slider. Let's try this again. Slider is working fine, I feel. That is obvious. Now I just need to make sure I don't fall off the track constantly. Attempt number gazillion. There we go. Into the wall. Still ahead. I always screw up this part. Can't do that one perfectly, no matter how many times I try. Save up the booster here. Because of the jump, I already have a higher speed. This turn I do want to boost. Yeah. Bam! Come on! Stop passing up on me! Again! Yeah, I'm just going to continue. I'm getting tired of this. Well, at least I'm not falling off the track this time around, so... Normally I feel it already having said it, but... Been here for way too long already, so... Let's just put an end to this track. Okay... Oh, I missed the mines this time! Hell yeah! Okay, did not expect to win this one in the end. But I'll take it. I was all ready to throw the towel. Like, okay, I had enough of this. Even though I made some mistakes in the first and second lap, I'll just leave it with this attempt. And the third lap ended up being perfect. And I still win. Okay, nice one. Let's finally move on. This one actually took way too long. But it was worth it, because I ended up winning. So, Mirror Road is up next. We're seeing Blood Falcon in the Grand Prix anyway. Let's go to Silver Nielsen instead. Such a waste. Stupid recording failures. It is not as bad anymore as it used to be, but still... Once in a while it happens, and it's really annoying. Especially since I was doing so fine. I simply have to repeat what I did just now. Oh, these turns are so wonderful. Sliding into those turns in this track really feels awesome. Like I said during the first attempt, the one that actually got recorded into space. I think Mirror Road is by far the most awesome slider track. The turns really suit the sliding mechanics really well in this track, I feel. As you can see over here. Really love taking these turns this way. Okay, there we still go. Recording is still going this time around. And therefore, I win the 4th track in a row. We are finally getting somewhere. 12 against 8, if my calculations are still correct. Yeah, I don't mind that other time. Like I said, I did already beat the Staff Ghost a couple of minutes ago, but that one apparently did not record. Because of my recording software freezing up again. Let's move on to cylinder and high jump. And these are the settings I want. We're facing the Mighty Hurricane, it looks like. And that is a machine we have not seen yet in the Staff Ghost, I'm pretty sure. Also a jumper machine. Also going for jumper stats. Not sure why the Mighty Hurricane, in all honesty. I think the Twin Narita should work fine. Especially because of the cylinder. A lot of straightaways in this track, mostly because of the cylinder. If you stay on the right angle of the cylinder, it becomes one giant straightaway, so... The Twin Narita is definitely the machine that can benefit the most of it. Okay, lost the first lap. I have a better booster than you. It's not like you are the Red Gazelle or anything. Should be able to outboost you. You need to be careful for the pit area here, because that is not very easy to actually get in this track. You might have noticed the 3 times we actually went past here. You see over here, very narrow pit area sections here. Still behind him, not by a whole lot. There's still a chance. Oh, I think my chances just slipped out. Let's just move on. Psychedelic experience also surprised me, so... I'm still within a second of him, so... Let's just keep on boosting. Yeah, my boost is better! Awesome! 150-55. Barely beats the staff ghost of Cylinder and High Jump. The first space plant. Okay. After the previous episode being quite close between me and the staff ghosts, looks like today things have finally changed up. I'm beating every single one of these guys so far. At least on the Joker Cup. I did lose 2 on the King Cup. But on the Joker Cup we're still working on a perfect run. Attempt number 3. Ooh, nice one. Oh, still need to put my interval on. Accidentally shot that off after the previous attempt. Okay. Better first lap than the last one, but still I'm behind him. The first section I'm getting down a little bit better now. If I keep on trying I should be able to beat this guy, but I don't really feel like I keep on trying. I'm on a tight schedule here, so... Still not too far behind him. As long as I don't lose by 3 seconds of difference, like in Slimline. That's something I don't want to see anymore. But try to get the time I can live with. Yeah, okay, this is good enough. He can have this victory. It's been a while for the staff ghost, so... And I'm also pretty satisfied with my own attempt. This one did not feel too bad. This was a clear example of a pretty good staff ghost again, so... Let's move on to Snake Road. Obviously also a slider track, so let's get the Night Thunder out again. He also needs some time to shine. Especially since I found out he's perfectly the same as the Bloodhawk when it comes to its sliding mechanics. So I can use both of them. Okay, perfect. Keep the speed up. He's still passing me. This part is annoying. Practicing I really had trouble with this part because of the narrow sections here. Alright, beat you in the first lap at least. Oh. Well, I lived at least. Yeah, but he's gone, of course. He has more booster too, probably, so... Ooh, awesome, without touching the walls. Yeah, I'm still in this. You have not won yet, sir. Ah, come on. Did not lose too much speed, luckily, but... It did cost me a boost, because my energy did drain. I'm right behind you. Ooh, good one. Let's go for the fish. Yeah, we've got this. Half a second. I'm not too sure about the standings anymore. In the meantime, I've lost count. But I'm pretty sure he's at 9, so... Because after the King Cup he only won once more. Only sent Ocean 2. Yeah, so I'm at 14. 14 against 9. Because there's one more track to do. We have Deadly Curves. The final one we're going to do today. Of course. 2 cups per video, so this is going to be the final one. Let's put it just before the 5th bar. found out that's actually the best setting to go for. And we're facing a slider. Okay. Let's not start like that. Okay, let's try this again. Attempt number 2. Facing a slider. Those I think are the most interesting ones when it comes to this contest. The moment we both go for a different strat. Oh, the staff coast almost fell off. I'm surprised Nintendo actually still went for this staff coast then. Apparently it is still fast, because it is not in the game for nothing, so... Pretty obvious, he's better in the turns, I'm better at straightaways. That's the whole idea behind the strats. Jumper strats is actually benefiting from the straightaways, and slider strats is benefiting in the turns. So obviously his turns are way better. That's just the point on this track. And this one is a pure combination of straightaways and turns. There's just as many turns in it as straightaways, and therefore jumper and slider should both do pretty well on this. Yeah, like you can actually already notice here. In the turns he's actually gone. In the straightaways I can catch up with him again. Not full energy, it's going to come back to bite me probably. 2 seconds of difference, come on, I can do better. Especially because this track is so long, it's really difficult to actually do it perfectly. Still going to boost. Can't permit myself not to do it. Come on. Right behind you. Yeah! Okay, there we go. No! 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 That was awesome. Despite me losing, I'm going to keep this in. See you folks next time for the last episode. Treecks out.